son, I love him. For him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up is magic, with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use it, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams.
It's time for the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are in a city that sure had its share of memorable playoff games in the past. Pittsburgh, PA at Heinz Field. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You go tight. You got tight. 20, 25. Check 25. Check 25. 36. Check 4.
First carry for James Conner. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. King. And his throw is incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. And it's second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Wide. Get wide. Check 3.
On second down, Connor looking for space. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
6 guys.
Looking to throw. King. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Watch out for Hill on the return. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Vaughn. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Check 52.
On second down. It's Vaughn looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play, and it's 3rd down.
On set. 20. Mike's 50. Mike's 50.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
They run for the first time with Benny Snell. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Here's King. From the gun, he'll throw. Finds his running back, James Conner. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On 1st and 10 is counter. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light vest.
Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
King looking to throw on 2nd down. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1. Right back to Cotter here on 1st. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Taking it in from 11 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Well, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
3rd and 2, Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Switch.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check nickel. Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
Now King operating from the gun. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. King. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here we go. Check safety.
King now on first down. And that will be caught, but out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Hey. 4 down. Under 10.
They run with Connor. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. And he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 15-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 54. Hey, hold on. 54 Mike. Bandit.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Texans take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. As we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They'll run on first down. Vaughn. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
56. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Alert. 56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check 56. We ain't giving up nothing today.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson looking deep for Elliott. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is King. Off the play fake. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Mike.
Operating from the gun, King. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the 1st down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or 2 shy. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Here's Hill on the return. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
At the 30-yard line.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. Drops it underneath. Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Set. 19. Mike 50. Get him. Get him. Get him. Hey, 59. 50. Mike 50. Mike 50. You don't want nothing.
Watson on first down. And that's Elliott, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 50. Mike 50. Go your jump.
Watson looks to throw again. That one complete to Elliott.
I'm going to hit you all day, baby.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Shit. Hatchet. Hatchet.
first down. Connor. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Connor. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one 28 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
All day, dog. Pick the edge. Come. Shoot.
2nd and 2. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald. Two catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
From the 29, Watson, and it's incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position.
54 Mike.
Quarterback, we ain't beginning to turn you up.
They go play action here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he works free. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say their class starting to show through.
Yeah, they were disappointed not to get the #1 seed in the playoffs, but the reality is these guys can play anywhere. It doesn't matter for them.
And if they can indeed hold on to this lead, that's going to set up one heck of a championship game next Sunday.
Let's come back and watch it, shall we?
Something tells me you and I are going to be there. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And Pittsburgh with 6 defensive backs in the game here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Watson. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. Give them 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. But his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
Looking to throw. King flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Here's King to throw on second down. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
Watch the shift.
One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
It's our time. It's our time. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. General, West.
King on 1st and 10. Washington's got it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Let's go now. Pittsburgh. Oh, here we go.
And an alley to run. Open space inside the 10. And all the way down to the 5. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. They come up in an offset eye.
54. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Shoot. Check tape. Slam. Hey, watch that.
They'll run here with Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
A 4-yard loss on the play. Second and
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Pick me up. Here we go. Zip this. Motion. Rush in.
2nd and 9 now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now King, going to throw on 3rd and goal. Screen pass to Connor. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Boswell's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Minus
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
No chance. Mike's 31. Hey, let's get that.
From the gun, here's Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
To throw again on second down, Watson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
And the Texans first down.
Watson now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now it's Watson. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Tackle made there by Traven Howard.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Connor. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Now Connor. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. And they take a knee.
Today's final score,
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great